Yeah, so I'll be crocheting today, and when I crochet, the rings kind of hamper my fingers from twisting along. So I'm going to take them off, put them back on when I'm done. Anyways, welcome to today's stream. My friend is saying hi. As always, he's a permanent member of our cast, except for days when he, needs to be washed. But yeah, permanent member of our cast, steady saying hi and giving you the biggest heart in the world. Yeah, so welcome to today's stream. My name is King. I'm streaming from Nigeria. Thank you for joining me today. So lovely to meet you guys, and I hope we end up having a wonderful time of it today as well. So today is Saturday. Yeah, I started this project 2 days ago, and I thought it would be boring, but when I checked out the pattern, like the next step to do, I found out it was going to be a very fun, um sort of monotonous pattern here, because that is what most crochet patterns are like, monotonous. Yeah, and something about monotony is that for me it's challenging in the sense of I have to keep up with the regularities of the pattern, and not get in my head and get lost with how I'm supposed to run it. Yeah, counting the stitches, not missing a part of the pattern at all of that is kind of interesting to me. Like, it takes my mind away from a lot of things, and also somebody that has a very hyper mind that gets bored so easily. I like that crochet doesn't get boring for me easily. Like, I get bored like when I project too far into how the overall project is going to turn out here. I get very, very bored. But if I focus on the now moment of each step of the pattern, it is very interesting for me. For for that reason, yeah, it's very interesting for me. So anyway, I'm trying to make a bag today. I don't expect to get too far because my wool is not so big, but I imagine that it will take up most of my time while streaming. So yeah, this is what I'm working with today. This is the wool I'm working with today. Not so much, yeah, but okay. So yesterday I was talking about this book I also was reading named The Kite Runner. I wanted to look up the author's bio and whatever, but the short bio that is in the book, I forgot. The short bio that is in the book tells me that the author is actually an immigrant from Afghanistan, yeah, living in America, and he's a doctor. He's a doctor. And the book that I spoke about yesterday that I read as a child, his work I read as a child, is actually his second work. This is his very first book, The Kite Runner, and it was released I think in 2006 or 2005, thereabouts. But yeah, this publication is, the book itself, been out for a very long time. So how is everybody today? How was your night? What are you looking forward to Saturday for? Like, what are you guys going to do today? For me, like I said, this crochet project is taking up a large part of my brain, and I'm looking forward to the final product. But if I look too much to the final product, it's going to actually stress me out, so I'll just stay here. Yeah, so the book, I was talking about the book yesterday, yeah, and I said I stopped at chapter 16. Where I got to the narration yesterday was where, you know our main character had, become an adult, and his father had passed away from cancer and all of that sadness. Then he got married before his father passed away. So yeah, then he's now called back by a family friend to visit. He's living in America now with his father. Yeah, he was living in America with his father, but then his father passed, so he's the only one with his wife now. And they've been trying for a kid for. By the time the story gets to this point in the story, they've been trying for a kid for like 10 years or something, and there's nothing wrong with either of them, but it's just not working. Hello, Vicky. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday. I hope your weekend is going well. What are you up to today? Are you just staying indoors, or you have somewhere to be? Usually people would go for, I don't know, weddings, naming ceremonies. Naming ceremonies occur on Sunday, sharp, or like typical events in my country that people attend on Saturday is wedding ceremonies. So if you call your friends, like for me now, if I called somebody I knew and I'm like, oh, what are you up to? They'll be like, oh, I'm going to a wedding, or on my way to a wedding, I'm at a wedding. Three, 4, 5. If I have the chance to come to India, I think the first thing I want to do is try out all of the foods I've been hearing about. I want to eat curry, curry rice. I want to eat butter chicken, and then I want to eat non-stop food first, and then I want to visit nature parks, yeah, where you guys have your where the government conserves like natural resources, like lands, ecological zones, to protect animals, wildlife, yeah, that are very how do you call it, indigenous to your country. That's what I want to do in India. Then there's somebody was telling me about a certain area in India. I think it's Mona. That is the place that is cold, it's mountainous, you can take hikes around that area. I don't know if you're aware of that place, Sha. But yeah, I want to also visit mountains in your country. Oh, butter chicken is, no, I've not actually had butter chicken in my life, yeah. I've never had butter chicken. I don't know how it tastes, but I'm curious. This city I want to visit is that city Mona. I don't know if it's correct. I'm pronouncing Mona or Mona. 5. Do you know Mona? Somebody told me about Mona last week. Said that the place is cold and there are mountains there. Oh, is it Mumbai? Is it Mumbai? I don't know if it's Mumbai, but does Mumbai have mountains in the place, like mountains for hiking, and does it experience a lot of, like, is it usually cold in Mumbai? 4, 5. Oh, I've heard about Mumbai in Bollywood movies. Yeah, I've seen so many movies. I think Mumbai is one of the biggest cities. Butter chicken. Oh, for real? Is it simple? 3, 4. Is butter chicken simple to make? Rice, chapati. Yeah. I also want to make chapati. If I can make it for myself, I think I would appreciate it. Although I've seen somebody from Pakistan making chapati, and it seems very simple. But I feel like you need a certain type of skillet to make it. Like, it's not regular pans you use to make chapati, But if, like, I would appreciate you teaching me how to make butter chicken. To be honest, I want to see what it entails from somebody that is indigenous. That is one of the indigenous meals. Instead of going online and then you see 1 million descriptions, like, just tell me what I'm supposed to do, I beg. Oh, wow, that's good. I like it when, like, everybody knows how to cook in a household, not just one person. Like, why would you know how to cook food for yourself? You're not a child. 2, 3, 4, 5. So what do you like the most about eating butter chicken? Is it that is it because of the butter itself, or I don't know, is there something specific about butter chicken? Obviously the name butter chicken, okay. I don't have a favorite Indian food because I've never had Indian food. Hello Seeds, welcome to the channel. Thank you. Thank you, Seeds. Where are you from, Seeds? My name is King. I'm streaming from Nigeria. So lovely to see you. Okay, I'll check you out then after my stream is over. Okay. After my stream is over, I'll check out your channel. Thank you so much for checking me out. African village. What part of Africa do you come from? Seeds. Yeah, Vicky, I've never had any Indian food before, actually. I have eaten some of Sri Lankan food because I have friends that are from Sri Lanka, but I haven't had an Indian meal proper like that. You're welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. One, two, three, five. Tell me about the chicken, yeah? Tell me what you like about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell me what you like about. I don't know if I should keep this here so that you see the work I'm doing. Tell me what you like about butter chicken. Hmm. I wonder how everyone's weekend is going. I don't know if any soccer teams are playing today. I guess the Premier League is on, so there's a lot of playing, but I don't watch. I just keep up with the teams that I care about. And when I say care, that's a very doing a lot of heavy lifting here. It's not like some sort of deep care like that. I think it's just more of I want to know. I'm just interested in them, yeah. Just interested in them. Um, I am so tight. 2, 3, 4, 5. There are other books that I'm currently reading as well, and those books, I don't know, maybe it depends on my interest rate. My interest recedes and increases. I'm making something start of a tote bag. Good afternoon, Joseph. Welcome to the chat. I'm trying to make a tote bag. I just started. I'm working with this wool. How are you? How is your day going today? Where are you from? Um, Are you also interested in crochet? I've actually met like maybe one person that says they knit on my stream. You understand this? US, United States. Okay, welcome to where in America are you from? You're interested in crochet? Wow, that's cool. Do you have like are you working on anything right now? 3, 4, 5. Are you working on any project right now. Salt Lake City, Utah. Okay. Welcome to the chats, Utah. Indigent. How's your weekend going now? Do you have any plans for today? Are you like hanging out with your buddies, or are you going to be indoors watching a movie? Um, your family. Okay. That's interesting. You guys have like an outing planned. Will you be going out of the house, or you're just staying in and having like a movie night, or just a chatty day? Everybody's just like hanging around. One, two, three, four, five. It's going along. Yes, you do hang. I'm curious. I am actually a horror movie fan, so I wonder, like, if you guys like enjoy what kind of movies you guys enjoy watching. There's this horror movie that I think I've kept up to date with most of the releases that have come out. Weapons. What else? Cena, Long Walk. Oh, okay. My name is King. I'm streaming from Nigeria. This is Nigeria. I'm streaming from Nigeria. I also do this thing on my channel where I sort of highlight cool people on my stream. Like if I meet wonderful people on my stream, I highlight them on my Instagram. So if you're not following my Instagram, check out my Instagram. It's in the description of this video. Nigeria. I stay in Lagos. That's where I'm from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From Lagos, Lagos. Uh, Hello, Endurance. Welcome to the chat. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you for the compliment. Welcome to the chat, Endurance. How are you today? How is your day going? Today is Saturday. What are you up to today? What are you going to do for the weekend? I'm just here on live stream working on my crochet project. I probably will continue to crochet or read a book when I'm done. So talking about like horror movies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not really a fan of slasher movies. I'm more of the category of like psychological horror, but those are not so clear cut anymore the way they used to be, like 2010s. Yeah, I also enjoy this religious horror like them Insidious, Conjuring, and all of that. I don't like The Nun. I didn't even watch it. It was just bad. It It was just bad. But I'm setting my sight on Conjuring the Final Rites. Is that the title of that one? I think I'm going to watch it this. I'm going to try to see it this weekend. Of course, I'm not going to the cinema because those kind of releases are very few and far between in this country. So, 4, 5. Video call with me. How? You and who? Is it like a family video call? I don't know. I feel like you can email me what this is about, maybe through an email. I don't know. Like, why do you want to do a video call with me? I'm just curious the reason why do you want to talk to me? Like, they can just join my chat now. They can join it. Hello, your boy. That's a lot of compliments. Thank you for joining the stream. 3, 4, 5. How about you call me King? My name is King. No wahala. Okay. Oh, are you a Nigerian, Joseph? Good afternoon, Innocent. Different history. Good afternoon, Innocent. Welcome to the chat. I hope you're having a lovely day today. Where are you from? My name is King. I'm from Nigeria. Are you a Nigerian, Joseph? Wow. Also, I want you people to know that you can support me through Kofi. I made a Kofi, so 4, 5. Then how do you know no wahala if you are not from Nigeria? I think it's Nigerians that say no wahala. Or are you from another African country? Me also. I'm happy to see you again. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Thank you for joining the stream, Innocent. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm having a cool time of it. So, 3, 4, 5. I'm having a cool time of it. You hear it. There must be plenty Nigerians around you, or you have Nigerian friends. Because they say it a lot, or we say it a lot. Nigerians say no wahala a lot. That would be interesting. Maybe you just you DM me on Instagram or Joseph, or you email me, what exactly it is about. Then I'll let you know how we can work it out. 2, 3, 4, 5. But I am curious, what exactly, why why are you talking to me? Like, you want to do a video call with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. So my project is coming along nicely. Although I fear it might be too small. I'm supposed to go 32 rows with this. So obviously this wool is not going to be enough. I have to find the other part of it. But let's keep going. Anyway, it's in reach. Continue from there. Also, support my channel by subscribing, everything. Subscribing, liking the chat. That would be so helpful. We're almost at 200 subscribers. How wonderful is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My goal for this channel this month was actually 1K subs here. But I feel like I should not doubt myself. Yeah, I should be confident that that is a very possible reality. So anyways, I was talking about this book here. So because my what to say, my audience enjoyed it yesterday, I was like, okay, I'll keep reading the story to see where Hassan and Amir, are at right now in the present day. And I read something so devastating that just made me tired. But the thing about this book is that the all the information I have gotten from the book here, from reading it, I've been reading it for the past. I got it in, I think, May, June, July, August, September. That's how long I've been reading this book. It's not something that I feel you can digest in one sitting or two sittings, because it's so heavy. Wow. 3, 4, 5. And there's a kind of bleakness to it, like as if there's no light, in all of this story. There's no hope. It's just very one dark tunnel that is going nowhere. But you cannot stop, you just have to keep going. Because what's the point of being stuck in this darkness? Yeah? You just have to put one foot in front of the other. Yeah. And with this book, that's how it feels. So I'm like, okay, I'll see that. But after I read something yesterday, the information, like the new arc of the story is like, I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to do this. 3, 4, 5. I actually wanted to bring this other book that I was reading titled The Golden Ass. It's about a man that turns into a donkey. I've spoken about this book so much. I just like it. I feel like that was one of my best book purchases, like this period. Besides Frankenstein, yeah. That's one of my best book purchases. Because the storyline is so interesting. And it's something that I thought I would be bored of, yeah. But it's not boring at all. It's not boring at all. It has this quality to it. It's written by somebody named Apuleius. So that's from like what? People that are named Apuleius are definitely not is a very, how to say it, a periodic writer, yeah, from that period of maybe Greek history, and all of that. And there's a lot of that reflected in the story, in the writing. So it was a bit of a challenge to get started on it. And the main crux of the story, this guy turned to a donkey, did not happen until more than 80 pages in. That's when I saw it. And before I got to that 80th page, yeah, I went on different tangents. Yeah, the writer took me on so many tangents. Like you see somebody walking on the road and you're like, my good man, and then the good man will start telling you his adventures of the summer for 3 months, and you have to listen to everything he says, and nobody's rushing him, nobody's saying wrap it up, wrap it up. What are we saying here? No. He starts telling you about the person he saw on the street that's unrelated to his entire story, but he tells you about the person that saw on the street and what him and that person said and how he went on his way, and you realize that person's conversation and whole diatribe or tangent has nothing to do with this man's story of how he spent his summer. But we have to listen to it, and we keep listening to it until then when he even gets to this point, it's not even made clear that is a point. It's just like, let's listen to this guy's story. And I'm not saying it to say I don't understand, or it is impossible to read. I'm just saying that it's something that I've not seen for a very long time, and something that I actually sought out. That's why when I saw the title and I saw the author's name, I was like, fine, I'm going to read this book. I'm going to get this book. There's also another kind of Greek history author, something like that. It's not a Greek history author, but it seems like an author that lived in Grecian times, when Greek was like an empire and all of that, yeah. And so the writings or how Greece fell and how Greece was overrun by this and that, and the foolishness of the leaders and all of that. That is a story by it's not a story, like 3 stories, and they're in forms of prose. Is kind of somehow, and the author's name is Aristophanes. So it feels as if it's somebody that kind of put together this man's works and published it, yeah. So that one is there in my head. I have to read it, yeah. Then the Frankenstein book was something I was so eager to get started on. But then before you start with Frankenstein, you have to start reading about Mary Shelley as a person. And I'm not complaining about that, because I think her history is very important, yeah. Her history is important because of where she's coming from, like her father, her mother's standing in society, her husband, even, like, all of them are all giving some sort of, like, we understand it, and we see how all these people played roles in is it England where they were, that they shaped the politics of the era, of the period that she was writing in. And writing, I think, it's supposed to give you this background on from where to read the story, like how to read the story, yeah, this Frankenstein story. Like, it's not just to read it as, oh, words on paper. It's to read it as meaningful, coming from somewhere, reflective of something, and foreseeing another thing, yeah. And the only issue with it is that I feel like I need to get a study guide to read along with it. It feels so complex, and I think I'll be doing myself a disservice if I didn't really focus on what all of these notes is telling me, like what all of the notes is telling me. Yeah, so it's like I've kept it to the side. I just finished one section of it, and then another section is for the actual story. And I'm not that person that can jump something to the another thing. Like, my brain will not allow me. I even tried to, like, just start from the first page, and it was like, no, this is not normal. Go back. Go back. So I don't know, there's something about me that is very chronological. Yeah, I can't just leave number one and jump to number 20 something or number 30 something. My brain was just like, this page, what happened between now and this, and like, and that thing is good sometimes, but it's kind of handicapping sometimes, because it's like, you can't just move along as quickly as you want to do something, yeah. And then if you procrastinate a lot, which I do, I end up procrastinating. And even if it's like, okay, we have a deadline to me, let's just jump to this, and it's like, I can't jump to the end, I have to start from number one. So I try not to put myself under any sort of pressure. I'm focusing now on finding a study guide to get through the introductory notes and the, how to say it, there's a word that is being that the editor used for it. So I have to get through that, and I have to pick, make notes. I seriously have to make note about that first section of the book before I start the story. And there's this temptation in me to watch this Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, because I want to see a lot of the Frankenstein, yeah. But I don't want to watch the movie and then read the book, because I won't read the book immediately. I would start again from that beginning. I don't want to do that. I want to finish the book. The movie is not running anywhere. I'm not running away. I'm not running to anywhere. And my book is not running anywhere. My copy is not running anywhere. So why am I feeling this rush to, get through something? Like, when I finish it now, what is going to happen? What am I going to say? Like, oh, okay, so I finished this book, and then what? Start another book. So if that is what is going to be, then why jump? Why jump these easy steps? Yeah. So anyways, that's just, I feel like that is why I rank Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, the edition I bought, I rank it as my number one purchase, like book purchase of the year. Because yeah, I rank it like that because I know there's so much knowledge within. Okay, and I feel the challenges that it is presenting to me as a reader is something that is important for me to, sort of grow as, somebody that enjoys academia. You can't just claim to enjoy academia and to just be you just reading anything anyhow. Yeah, I enjoy the rigors that this book has. Like, I feel like I would face reading this book. I enjoy the rigors of it. Yeah, so tackling all these rigors is part of what makes up my enjoyment of any book, actually. So there's that's Frankenstein to decide. I also tried to watch this Count Olok movie that this woman was in. What's her name? Miss Step. What's her name? Oh my god, how can I forget? Oh, no, let's use another person's name. Nicholas Holt. Yeah, that movie. What's the name? Oh my god, Nosferatu. Yes, Nosferatu. I tried watching. William Defoe is also there. I tried watching it, yeah, but something about Nosferatu. Let me put my work down. Something about Nosferatu, yeah. I don't know. I watched up to like half of the movie. Okay, I think I've gotten to the halfway point of this story, but I haven't completed it, and I started it early last month, which is how I watch movies sometimes. Jennifer Lopez. No, I feel like this is the beginning of a joke. Hello, Ibrahim. Hi, I'm not Jennifer Lopez. Um, yeah. So something about me, anytime there's this highly acclaimed movie, out and everybody's like, oh, like watching it and giving reviews, I find myself weighed down by the knowledge of how highly anticipated the movie was and how the expectations of the audiences, and how it's reflecting their reviews of it. No, it's not me. It's not. I'm not Jennifer Lopez. Please, in no way or shape am I her. So. What was I saying? So like, whenever I now pick up this movie to watch, yeah, and I intentionally delayed watching Nosferatu because of all of this expectation and hype around it. Not because I'm like, oh, an overhyped movie. No. I don't think it's overhyped. Yeah, I just feel like there's this pressure. I don't know where it comes from upon me to glean some things from this movie, which ordinary I do watch movies to glean stuff from, obviously, but the added pressure of everybody else. Oh, I'm not Jennifer Lopez, sorry. Like, you can go check her account. Obviously, I know you're joking, but like, yeah, yeah, just take that as a compliment. Hello, Tyrus. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. You're at work right now, I assume. How is work going? So so when I started watching it, yeah, with all of that being said, yeah, the pressure and all of that, yeah, today is Saturday. Anyways, I hope you're not having too stressful of a day. Um, how are your workers doing now? Your colleagues, I hope they are okay as well. I hope the work is not too stressful. So Nosferatu, I was talking about Nosferatu, and I was like that. I started watching it, and I got to the halfway point, yeah, and it was a lot for me. There's something I sing Danny very well. Oh, thank you. I don't know that I've sang any such song. I don't even know the song, but Danny a word in Russian or something. Um, so what was I saying? So when I watched it, there's something about horror movies here. Okay, yes, Nosferatu is also a horror movie. So yeah, something about horror movies is when timelines are like a mess where you don't know, where the characters don't know if they are dreaming or they are awake. Thank you very much, Ibrahim. Where you don't know if they are dreaming or they are awake, it's just like noise. You get like that kind of thing also throws me off because then I have to start, which is a challenge that I like seeing in movies. Okay, the challenge of watching a movie is part of the fun of watching the movie. Yeah, so it's like Nicholas Holt's character is in this loop where he doesn't know if he's dreaming or he doesn't know if he's awake. Greetings to you, Angel. Greetings, everyone. Angel is greeting everybody. I have not released any album. Oh. Hello, Angel. I don't know. You keep insisting that I'm a singer, so I don't know what to say again. um So this man, Nicholas Holt, here in Count Olok's house, Toa, he keeps dreaming of different things, and I think Count Olok is sucking his blood as well because Count Olok is a vampire, you know. Hello, Derek from Cameroon. Welcome to the stream. My name is King. I'm from Nigeria. So Count Olok, I feel like at this point here, Nicholas Holt's character is now a vampire, but he's not aware of it yet. And then there's his wife back at home, and the way she keeps on having seizures and nightmares. It's so disturbing to me, and it's heavy, and it feels so stressful. It feels like I'm not watching horror anymore. It feels, although horror encompasses this aspect I'm about to say, but it just made me feel exhausted, like this whole feeling of like somebody having a seizure and cannot sleep at night. They are convulsing, and she's sweating, and it's so bad for her. She's in pain. and they are treating her with different things and it's not working. At some point they have to restrain her. All of that just made me feel so there was a level of I don't know, it was just too much for me. Yeah, I feel like, and then I had to take a break from watching it, and I have not continued it since I stopped it, but I know I'm going to complete it someday. I don't know when. Yeah, so Nosferatu, I like the gothic nature of it. I like the sets. I like the landscape, the world in Nosferatu. But it's also very dark. I think that is what gothic, means, encompasses. It's also darkness here. Darkness in the light, like the light is not so great. There's always bleak, wintry weathers, or raining sludge in the streets, and everybody's wearing on heavy dresses, and it's just a mess everywhere. It's just very depressing, and of course that is part of horror. Yeah, that's part of horror, which I enjoy. But I don't know, I feel like there's also this expectation to like complete it and have a review of my own, but it's like I can't do that. Like, I am very, very chronological. I won't skip any part. I'll watch it in I watch every minute of it, every second of it till the very end. Yeah, but for now I have digested the most I can, which is half of the movie, and I'm on to the second half of the movie, but I'm not watching it anytime soon. I don't know when I will watch it. Anyways, to kind of counteract the heaviness of some, foreign directors, I like to watch K-dramas in between. Okay, and K-dramas actually, K-dramas are fun for me. K-dramas was very central to my film and movie experiences since 2012. Yeah, so I've been watching K-dramas religiously and all of that. But then something shifted, you know, when I now got involved with K-music, that's K-pop and all of that. And then I was like involved and immersed with K-pop. And then one day I just said, okay, I'm not interested in this aspect of Korean music. I think I'll just look up wonderful artists on YouTube maybe, or Spotify Shuffle. Hello Silva, welcome to the chat. Look up music on Spotify Shuffle like by Korean artists, and I would what to say, check their discography out and enjoy, things I like, instead of this aspect of enjoying K-pop music, which involves being a fan or being a stan and being a part of the group, like the fan base. I don't want to do that anymore. So basically all I'm saying, all of that, the diminishment of my enjoyment of that aspect of Korean culture and Korean movies and all of that, it just made me now focus more on finding out very just other directors of movies. Yeah, hello Jonathan, long time. How are you? I hope your Saturday is going okay. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I'm just chilling here with my newest project, talking about movies actually. So I wouldn't call myself a cinephile, but I feel like I'm heading towards that direction because I'm always seeking out new. Yeah, Derek, I already noticed it. Instead of calling me mom, why not just call me King? King is my name. I prefer that. Yeah, I'm talking about movies, Jonathan. Like movies that I've been seeing, especially the horror genre. Yeah, but mostly I seek out directors, and I pay attention to the style of their work, and then I seek out their other movies, like Ari Aster, and then there is David Lynch, and then there is Warner Het, how to pronounce that name? Oh, sorry. What is his name? It's this European name. I don't know how to pronounce it. Well, anyways, that guy. Yeah. So different directors I look up and then I watch their movies. Acting. I don't know. I feel like acting is something I would want to try one day in my life. I don't have any real desire or expectation for it. I just feel like it's something that if I try, I think I'll be good at, basically. I think I want to try out acting, yeah. But I'm not into it mostly like the way, somebody says they just want to be an actor, yeah. I feel like if I'm given the opportunity to act, I feel like I will want to do my best, you get, to do so. um so like, but the movies though, script writing, oh, that is a very foreign area for me. I've not really thought of script writing. Enjoy when I watch analysis on YouTube about people dissecting script of movies that they watch and dissecting the artistry of scripts, and I'm like, is this something I can do? I really don't think I can, maybe. Hello, Cosmas. Welcome to the chat. My name is King. Hi, hi. I feel like that is something that maybe one day too. Plenty things I want to try in this life. Creative writing, maybe creative writing could have an angle of script writing involved, but yeah, creative writing is what I'm interested in. And I feel like I'm very much appreciative of noticing all these wonders of writing in movies too. Like when I watch movies, the dialogue, the way people say things without saying things. Yeah, I've heard that, Jonathan. Welcome to Kenya. Oh, thank you, Cosmos. I have a lot of Kenyan subscribers. I hope you become a subscriber as well. Kenya is a lovely country, I think. I want to visit there one day. Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard that people tell me things like, oh, I think you'd do well with writing, and I'm like, ah. Writing for me, it feels as if, like, where do I start, Although some people are very encouraging on my stream as well, so I already agreed that I would look into writing, trying it out someday. I don't know how it's going to come about, but I'll keep it in mind, writing my own stuff. Yeah, so movies, I have a lot of, if I sit down and think deeply about it, there are a lot of movies that I have watched halfway, or dramas that I've watched halfway, and I keep them in this mental shelf, yeah, directory in my brain. And like, on a day when I feel very neutral, when I mean neutral, I'm not feeling sad or I'm not feeling too happy, I'm just in the middle, yeah, I pick out something from my directory and watch. And today I'm talking about Nosferatu, so I might watch Nosferatu, complete it tonight. I'm not sure of that, but like the way, her name is Lily Rose Depp. The way Lily Rose Depp took that role, oh my god. Country, I think, like, this is Nigeria. Say I think I'm streaming from Nigeria, so that is the country I'm from. Yeah. Say hi to my friend Teddy. Teddy says hi to you as well. This window and the lighting is affected by how the window acts as a screen. I wonder if anybody is watching Peacemaker. I just finished season 1 and I'm waiting for season 5 to be out before I start it. Sorry, episode 5, season 2. Sorry, what am I saying? I wonder if anybody's watching Peacemaker as well. My favorite character from Peacemaker, Adrian Vigilante, aka Vigilante. I love Adrian so much. Oh my god, he's my favorite type of guy. You can't beat. And something about Adrian that I feel is exceptional writing is how very, I don't know the word to use for him. Oh yeah, I'm done with it though. I finished it on Tuesday's stream. If you check my Instagram, I posted the end of it there. But you can check the previous lives of from this week. I finished it off. It was, like I said, the font on the book is very large and the story was very fast. Like, yeah, it wasn't dragging at all. I was mostly recordings of how much suffering or maybe something good happens for the characters here. So when you're reading somebody suffering, it doesn't take too long for the story to move along here. But anyways, yeah, I'm done with the book. I'm done with the book, and I was like, I'm going to continue this book, The Kite Runner by Khalid Hosseini. I started it months back, yeah, when I first got the book. That was in April or May, yeah. And this book is very heavy. It has a lot of heavy things. It's even more stressful to read than Family, yeah, because you don't know which way our main character's life is going to go. The world around him just changes so fast, and like before you know, something hits you, something tragic hits you. And tragedy is not the type of tragedy that was present in Family. It's something that is very complicated since Monday. Yeah, it's okay. You can just watch replays of the live, yeah, on my channel. And maybe I would do a summary of the books I complete on my stream, or the books I finish in September. Yeah, let's do that. By the time September ends, I'm going to do like a rundown summary of all the books I read, in September. Even if I don't complete them, because I don't think I'm going to. How many days is left in September? I think the only book I've completed in September is that book, Family. All of the other books have been um, starts close, because I get bored easily. So I just move to the next book. I move to the next book. Yeah, wake me up when September ends. I know that song. I feel like another thing that I want to spend time discovering, like the way Peacemaker is such a lover of like records, like music and all of that. I feel like that takes a lot of listening knowledge. So like, I've always wanted to do this thing of building my own selection of favorite rock bands, heavy metal and all of that. I've always wanted to do it, but many things I'm interested in. Wake me up. I was also thinking that if I get to 500 subscribers this month, I'll push up my streaming times to 3 hours. If that, I'll test myself with 3 hours on 3 hours on stream. Usually I go 2 hours, yeah. And sometimes some people join when it's ending, and I feel like um maybe I can stay longer for them, but I need some level of encouragement. So if I get to those, like, obviously the more people subscribe to my channel, it's water, oh. Water turn to wine. How? I beg. No, 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 no. It's water. It's water, plain water. I just pour pure water inside the bottle. That's what I'm drinking. I feel like 200 is at sight, so 200 is in sight, so it's 200. I feel like what was I saying, that um having more people on stream would require like me to show up more, yeah. So I think that's a good, that's a fair enough goal. 500 subscribers, and then I move it up to 3 hours streaming. But if it's 3 hours streaming, I have to eat in the stream, and whatever. I try to eat before streaming, which is not frequent, but I eat my lunch after streaming. Wake me up when September ends. Mm. What does anybody know about dreams? Do you take all the dreams you have like seriously, or do you just let your dreams float away with the morning sun? Do you take wine sometimes for my stomach's sake? So my wine relationship is that um, when I am opportune, I like to drink wine by myself just for fun, you know. I like the way it tastes and I like how it feels. But the thing I'm focusing on now is I want to really discover red wine, sweet red wines and white wines. Like I've heard so many good things. I've read so many descriptive things about white wines, and it's like I have to take white wine. Like I just have to buy it. But it seems like white wines are more expensive than red wines, eh? And I don't really know a name or a brand of any cool white wine. So I feel like that's what I'm focusing on. Like in the back of my mind, I'm like, if I ever have the opportunity to buy wines or to treat myself to a bottle of wine, I would want to try white white wine. But what about you, Jonathan? Do you take wine for your stomach's sake? Like, are you a regular wine enjoyer? Wake me up when September ends. You take wine for your stomach's sake as well. 3, 5. Hey, how are you? And hello to my daddy. Hello, Hannah. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for saying hi. I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you, Hannah? How is your day going? Today is Saturday over here. I wonder if you're having a wonderful Saturday as well. I'm working on my newest project. I want to make a tote bag with this pattern. Yeah, it's crochet. So I want to make a tote bag with this pattern, and yeah, the pattern is quite straightforward. So I'm excited. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for checking out my stream today. I like when Hannah gives me a lot of heart emojis. Makes the stream brighter. I'm not really confident about when I finish. I don't do wine for the sake of my health. Wow. Okay. I think I haven't taken wine in so long, but that is valid, I guess. Do you not drink alcohol at all? I don't take beers. I don't drink beer. Like I don't think I've ever in my life had a beer. I'm scared of them. Oof. I don't know, for some reason I'm so scared of taking beer. Oh, but wines, I'm not afraid of wines at all. 3, 4, 5. Wake me up when September ends. Done it. Which month were you born? In July, Hannah. I was born in July. Why do you ask, Hannah? Yeah, wow. 5. You guys, I know. 1st of July. Oh my god, that is so cool, Hannah. We are July sisters, we are July friends. Nice to know. So you don't take any. So what sort of, like, how do you now have, like, what, how to say, is it only water you drink now, or you just minimize it, like you take it very, very rarely, Jonathan? Yeah, done it here. I hope you can see my. Daddy, you have to give way for everybody to see my work, okay? Let's do like this. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. We'll be back. I feel like there are a lot of Julys in my life actually. There are a lot of Julys in my life. I wonder, there are some sort of drinks actually that are healthy but also fun to drink. Only water. What about unsweetened yogurt? Yogurt is good for probiotics, like for your intestinal health. And if you take the ones that are not sweetened, you know, yeah, I don't think they're that harmful, I guess. I'm just guessing, yeah. I enjoy unsweetened yogurt. I enjoyed sour yogurt. There's this thing called, like, yogurt that is sour, yeah, kefir, and I like kefir so much, even more than, because I can't drink milk, but and I can't take all forms of yogurts. Oh, Junior, hi, hi. Welcome to the chat. Celebrity crush. Who's my celebrity crush? Okay, I was talking about this guy, Freddie Stromer, that plays Adrian Chase. That's Vigilante in Peacemaker. For now, that's my celebrity crush. Plus, the Derek Lou that plays Jordan in Gen V. Those two are my celebrity crushes. So Jordan from Gen V and Vigilante from Peacemaker, those are my crushes. I'm fine, Junior. So sorry for yesterday's stream. My network got cut off because my data finished and I could not come back online for a while. I ended up coming back online later in the day, and it was really, really weird at first, but it got cooler later. Understanding happens. Thank you for understanding, Junior. That's so nice of you. That's nice. Mine is Austin Butler. For real? Why do you like Austin Butler? Good choice actually. Good choice. I think he's a very cool, like, he's hot, yeah, and he's tall as well. So yeah, Austin Butler is a very cool guy. Also, I think I've seen, is it one of his work? I don't think I've seen any of his work actually. But I see him around, online and all of that. So it's cute. Very cute. so so that is Austin a natural blonde? Do you like blonde men? Examples of such healthy drinks. Sour yogurt is scarce in Nigeria. That's the thing I was about to say. Like, there's no real plenty options for people to drink, like, that is not sugary in our country. Yeah. Let me think. There is this thing they call. I don't think you see it in. Maybe if you go to a very. Oh, thank you, Junior. Have a blessed Saturday yourself as well. I hope you have a very chill, wonderful Saturday. Everything goes well for you, and you just have so much peace today. Okay. Thank you for checking up on me and dropping a like. I really appreciate it. Blonde men and blue eyes. Hannah, why? Why do you like blonde men? Okay, let me think of a blonde guy that I liked. When I was growing up, I had this big crush on Junior. Yeah. When I was growing up, I had this big crush on Dylan Sprouse and Cole Sprouse. Actually, that's what's their name? Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Yeah, Zach and Cody. I had the biggest crush on two of them. I think those are the only blonde men. Which other guy? There's no other blonde guy I think I was obsessed with as a child. But now I've grown, I'm not so interested in them like that. Jonathan, I'm thinking of a drink you can have. There's this thing they call kombucha, something like that, that I see in a lot of foreigners' videos, their vlogs here. I think it's available in our country too, but I think you might find them in all these like very expensive supermarkets. Yeah, I don't know where you like. You said you are from Bielsa. Is that where you're from, or where? Um, But if you, I don't know if they sell it or maybe some people can make it for you. If you request it from like these vendors, they can make sour yogurt for you or they can make kombucha for you. Those are good non-sugary drinks that I think help. Just they just focus on your intestinal, your gut health. Yeah, they help you with digestion and they help bowel movement. Those two. So, but aside those two, I can't really think of any um healthy drinks like that. Worry. I think there are some vendors you can make requests for them to all this. Yes, for me, yeah. Before when I used to take sweetened yogurt, it's not even sweetened yogurt. What they used to call it, Greek yogurt here. So that they make it, and then they go around people's offices and sell. So like somebody used to buy it from their office and bring it for me, like just give me and all of that. But that person is not around. So um I feel like those type of people, if you make a request to them, they can give you sour yogurt as well. And I don't know if some of them might be doing kombucha. That's just the name of the thing, but maybe it's another name they'll call it in our side. You get kombucha is what I know it for. Like you can Google it and Google all these drink vendors. They might be able to make it on special order for you. you know since you are somebody that doesn't drink sweetened stuff, you can just make a batch and it does not spoil as long as you have like lights. Yeah, it does not spoil. It's kind of like something that you just drink once. So those kind of drinks are healthy for you. Those are the only two I know that I think would be good for somebody that does not take sugar. Sour yogurt, because yogurt is very, 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 it's also very important for, like, it's a part of your, can be a part of your diet more than even a drink. Yeah. So what and kombucha for me, if I can't, I don't like taking like general soda, like um cola, fanta, Sprite, all of those, but I have a very sweet tooth, so sometimes I can't resist it, so I'll buy Sprite, and just drink Sprite or like I say. I really can't stand gassy drinks like Coke. You know, it just feels as if it's so much load on my intestine. So I rarely finish a bottle of Coke these days. So I don't drink it anymore. Just waste of money. But I also don't have the budget to be buying yogurt and stuff like all those other sour drinks that I like. Yeah, I don't have the budget for that. So. But I'm keeping notes of it too, because there's a certain way I think I want to structure my meals, But like the idea of planning your meals and planning around your meals it implies a level of financial freedom, yeah, which is not something I have right now. So whatever I see, I eat, which is not bad as well. Yeah, it's just what it is. It happens, all of that, whatever, doesn't matter. But it's something I like looking towards here. Like, oh, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to eat. This is how I want to drink. And for wines, wine has to be part of my meals. Yeah, not all, obviously, but it's something I'll take recreationally. adulterated stuff in our market. Just keeping off is safer. Well, if it's concerning your health, yes, be cautious is the best thing for you. I would also advise you to be cautious. Yeah, I'd advise you to be cautious. But me, I would like to take a chance on like maybe ordering a vendor, like from a vendor, sour yogurt. Because if it's not sour, you will know. So and you'll be complaining to the vendor, yeah. But either way, to be safer, to be on the safer side, especially in this our country that has no regulatory body, yes, just stay in one corner. Just stay in one corner. Don't even go, don't try it. If you're not confident, yeah, just better not to try it at all. But I will keep an eye out, if I see more drinks if I come across anything or information on non-sugary drinks, you know, in this country, I'll let you know. I'll keep an eye out for it because that's also a cool thing to do, like keeping off of sugary stuff in your diet in this environment. It's cool, it's good, it's good. I don't know if there is a type of wine. No, if you talk about non-alcoholic wine, it's just sugar that food down. Just sugar that food down. So yeah, for me, I'm looking forward to discovering white wines, sweet white wines, because there's something about red wines that when you have like maybe 2 glasses, your mouth starts to get numb, your tongue gets numb, and then everything is just like bitter. I want it to be sweet wine. I'm looking for that. The very cheap wines that I can even buy, like maybe randomly now, is the one that how to say, very random, is the one that will be bitter after like the first glass. I'm tired of those ones. That's why I haven't even had wine for a long time, because of those cheap ones. I don't want to buy cheap wines. Like, it's not about the pricing, it's just the ones around me that they are not regulated, just local and imitation wines. I'm not interested in them anymore. Oh my god, why is it looking like this? Good afternoon, Marvelous. I'm fine. How are you? My name is King. Welcome to the chat. One between red and white. I have this what you call it, a dictionary on wines, yeah, and I think red wine is, I think it's based on the grapes that I use and the fermentation process. Yeah, there's this book I have on wines. Should I go and bring it? Let me go and bring it. I'm coming. sorry, I can't find it for now. I have to look for it deep inside my corner where I arranged my books to find it. I wonder where I took it to. I mean, it's in that shelf. I found it. Sorry. Sorry. This is the book. Oh. I forgot to arrange it here. You can change my name to book. I saw it at the store, you know, and I was like, I like wines, so I want to be very accurate in my enjoyment of wine. So I picked it up. The Sommelier's Guide to Wine. So now I want to check out for you the difference between white wine and red wine. There's even how to know sweet wine and sparkling wine and dry wine and semi-sweet wine and pink wine. So we have dry red wine and we have dry white wine. So now, what's the difference between dry white wine and dry red wine? But I think the commonality here is that for white wine, yeah, they said it is dry white wine. If the winemaker uses the clear juice pressed from white or red grapes and allows all of the grape sugars to turn to alcohol, the wine will be dry, not sweet. So for red wine, for dry red wine, here the winemaker uses the juice and skins of red grapes and turns all of the grape sugar into alcohol. So I feel like for red wine they use the skin and the juice of red grapes, while for white wine they use clear juice from the white or the red grapes. That is for white wine basically. Sweet wine is one that contains very high levels of sugar. So you are right, white wines are very, very sugary. Yeah. So then for me to want sweet wine, that means I want something that is extra sugary. Okay. Let me see if I can see more differentiation between white and red wines. I started reading it too. Who knows? Who knew that one is come in handy? Yeah. I started reading it so that I would be able to pick out. I got it in fact because I wanted to be able to pick out a sweet red wine that would not turn bitter like halfway through the bottle, you know. So let me see. I'll see more. Also, there is wine by grape type. Wines from white grapes, yeah, will make white wine, I think. And then wines from, there's a lot of name here. Moscato. Oh my god. Pinot Gris. Are you a darling? You are a darling. Why? Is it because I have a book on wines? And I love the art. Oh my god, look at the sketches. It's so easy to read. Like, it's something that would be so fun to read. Even if you're not into wines, yeah, it will be fun to read them because of the sketches and the artsy nature of the book, yeah. Oof. So Pinot Noir. So I think for you to have white wine, you just need to focus on white grapes, clear juice from grapes, and you not use the skin of the reds, yeah, of the red grape to what to make it. I feel like that's the major difference, yeah. So unless you now start asking questions about what's the difference between red grapes and not red grapes. Are there any sour wines? Yeah, of course, there are sour wines. Let me look for. There are sour wines, I guess. Let me see. Sauvignon. Let's look for sour wine. Okay, in case you're interested, Abby, don't worry. Let me look for it. Fortified wine. Fortified wine is still sweet. Let me see. Oh, is it there in the menu? Let's see. Table of contents. No, you have to read it too. Let's see. Now, something that is very, how to say, snobbish about wine is that they will just tell you that the wine is sour. Yeah, they talk about wine in terms of aromas, flavors, yeah, and it even has specific terms. But I'm going to try to, pass through some of what they say so that in case there's a lot of words to say something is sour. I think for sour, it will either be acidic or tart wines or acidic wines. So let me look for where they talk about acidic wines. Let me see. I'm looking for so I can see a brand name. No, not all wines are sweet, my dear. We have, see what they said. There are typical words for aromas or flavors. There are typical words for body or weight of the wine, oh, and then there are typical words for taste. There are typical words for textures. So typical words for taste, yeah, because I was talking about sweet. Dry wines are not sweet. There's sweet, there is bitter. Hey God, there is bitter, there is then acidic or tart. So typical word for textures: smooth, buttery, oily, round, crisp, sharp. So not all wines are sweet though, and there's a process to determining the type of wine you want. You have to taste it in concert with other wines in front of you, you know. Hmm. Trying to look for a wine that's like the name of a wine that you can check for, maybe in a store, for something that is like sour, that's acidic wines here. Okay, flavors. But then I can read to you how you can. Anyways, since you don't want to take something that is sugary, I don't think you'll be in the market for buying a bunch of wines and then tasting them. Because I wanted to read to you how to taste for wines. Yeah. And I don't know if there are wine bars in this country where you can go to and like have a tasting session to pick the ones you want to buy. Bitter wine still contains some elements of sweetening. I don't think the sweetening you're talking about would be in the traditional sense of taste. I think it would be more in the sweet, as in sugar as a chemical compound. Yeah, you know, fermented grapes will give up this chemical. Um, Fermented grapes give off a chemical. Hello, Hannah. Welcome to the chat. So I don't know if when you talk about sweets here, you're no longer talking about it in terms of taste. Do you get? So if you're saying bitter wines to contain some sweetening, it will just be in the respect of, oh, there is a sugar compound here, or a, what to call it, a decomposed sugar compound here. Not exactly sugar as in the taste of sugar, because you will not taste, a bitter wine is bitter, you know, you will not taste anything sweet from it. Actually, you just taste other textures of it, but you will not taste anything sweet from it. So if you're avoiding sugars which your body might be avoiding as per health wise, it will be in terms of chemical compound sugar. So in that case, I agree that it might have sugar compounds in them, but they might be broken down through the process of it, you know, changing from sweet to a bitter wine. It might be broken down to give off, so that means you will not have sugars in your body as a chemical compound here. You just have this product of a sugar that has been broken down. I don't know if you understand this, yeah? Like, I've not really read it entirely, so I don't want to say any chemical compounds here. Yes, I'm from Nigeria, Hannah. This is Nigeria I'm coming from. So I don't want to give any chemical compounds without like reading it thoroughly, yeah? So I think I'll make notes for you today in my journal, yeah? I'll read it like about this bitter aspect and the sweet aspect here, and I'll make notes for you so that I can really present you information. As bitter as the stout you drink, it has so much sugar. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. The thing about beer, Iran, yeah, Hannah, I think we've spoken about this. Yes, I am aware. Iran. Cool, 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 cool. You're like my only Iran subscriber, I think. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, as bitter as the sour drink, it has more sugar because beers are formed from what? Barley, yeah? Yeah, barley and what? Wheat. Okay, and wheat, the chemical compound in found in wheat is what? Sugars, yeah? I don't know, some sugars, and these sugars are allowed to ferment, you know, application of yeast and all that, that turns it from sweet to bitter. But the chemical compounds of, but I don't think, I don't because also wine goes through fermentation process, you know, so I'm not sure if it is the same amount of sugar that would be in what, in wines, that would be that the same amount of sugar that it is in your stout bottle, to be honest. But like I said, I'll make notes, comprehensive notes for you, and I'll present it, you know, for you tomorrow. Tomorrow or whenever I read it. It's tomorrow I'll read it, because I don't think there's, it's not so plenty, and it's not so um difficult, I feel. The fermentation process is what I'm actually very interested into. The sugars in the grapes, you know, being fermented into this and that, and then if the sugar, you know, hello ghost, hi, welcome to the chat. They also tell you what to pair your wines with in this book. Such a guide. This is for when I eventually travel to where, France, for wine. Yes, I'm good, Ghost. Welcome to the chat. Hope you are good as well. When I eventually travel to France, yeah, I'm going to visit vineyards. Are there vineyards in France? Yeah, there are vineyards in France. Yes, I want to visit it, and I want to go for on a tour, you know, through vineyards, and go for wine tasting there where it is produced, and then, you know, I'll be with my book. By then, I should have completed this book and made notes here. So, obviously, to be my itinerary, I'll plan for it, and then I'll go to France, and then I'll taste all these things, and, you know, have fun with it. Especially when, like, I get familiar with the word, the naming of the wines, you know. So they say if you want to eat this wine, you have to take it with cheese, a certain type of cheese, or you have to take it with ham or cold cuts of pork and all of that. And I'm like, okay, why? Like, for example, there's this wine called Grenache, yeah, or Grenache. So the wine, it is a dry red. The aromas of the wine is ripe red plum. Acidity is low to medium, so that means it's what, sweet, it's on the sweet end. Texture is smooth. I don't know what you mean by tannin and wood, but the food you pair Grenache with is what? Turkey, duck, beef, lamb, sausage, pizza, bean stew. Like, and then if you want to cook with the wine, you can cook it, you can use it for cooking when you are grilling, you are braising, you're making a stew, or you're making roasts. And the principal region it is made or found, I think it is Rioja in Spain, Rhone in France, California and Australia. Like, look at all the whole like directory of wines. Like, how awesome is that? I think I knew it was good when I picked up this book. I just knew I found good when I picked up this book. Okay, let's not look for dry wine. Let's see what to pair a white wine with, so that I, when I eventually find my white wine, even if in this country, I'll know what to eat it with. I've seen one white, but there's question mark around it. Dry red, dry red, dry red. Okay, wines from red grapes is dry, usually dry red. Let me see. Wines from, wow, there's so much options for white wine. Wines from white grapes. Okay. I know everybody has heard of Chardonnay, yeah. So now Chardonnay style is dry white. Okay. The intensity is medium to strong, so I think it is sweet. Aroma, flavor, ripe fruits, apples, melon. Aromas matter to me, I think. Yes, I know. Texture, smooth, buttery. Foods you can eat, you can drink. How do I feel like you might be able to download it online, to be honest, because the bookshop I got it from here is all these second-hand books. So it's not like they have a directory of books to just pick from. So like if you go there, you get the same book again. No, like it's just second-hand book, like shipped in from wherever you're abroad, and then so you cannot be guaranteed of the second copy. But if you go online, I'll check it for you online. Maybe you just send me an email through my email in the description. If I find the books online, I'll send you the email of the link. If I find this book online, I'll send you the email of the link so you can read it. Or you can even print it out if you want. I'll send you an email of the link with the email. Or I'll send you the link in an email. Just email me, my email is in the description, or DM me, or if you're on Instagram, my Instagram is also in the description. So you follow me on the description, and then I will, through the description, anyhow, I will now message you if I find the link to this book. So let me, because of you now, I have something interesting to talk about, Jonathan. So I think you deserve to be highlighted in my cool subscriber of the day. My cool subscriber of the day, whatever, on my Instagram. I do that. Like after every stream, I highlight cool people on my Instagram that make the chat fun. So thank you for talking about wines. So to talk about, if you're talking about Chardonnay, you eat it with what? Lobster, shrimp, scallops, salmon, swordfish, halibut, bass, chicken, turkey, squash. So a lot of fishy foods you eat it with. Seafood, what am I saying? Fishy food. Seafood. My email is in the description. Just check the description of this video. You see my email. And how to cook with Chardonnay. You either use it in sauteing, use it in grilling, or use it in roasting. You can find them in Chablis, Côte d'Ivoire in Burgundy, France. That's France. Or you can find them in southern France, California, Oregon, New York, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. Oh my God. Where are my South African friends? Please send me a bottle of Chardonnay. My South African subscribers in the chat, send me a bottle of Chardonnay. That would be so cool if that happens. But whatever. Yeah, Chardonnay is one of those popular wines that you hear of like everywhere. I think my parents have spoken about Chardonnay like sometime in the past when they used to enjoy wines. They don't do so anymore. Not just white wine. It's not just white wine, Daniel. Welcome to the chat. Like we're talking about, for me, I've not taken white wine before. I've had reds, and those reds are just like cheap wine. What's the name of this one? This one, Baron. And Baron is that when you drink like 2 glasses of Baron, it starts to taste bitter, your tongue goes numb, you're no longer enjoying yourself anymore. And me, I want to drink very sweet wines because I have a sweet tooth. In Nigeria, so this book was not written by Nigerian, I assume, yeah. So I don't think there'll be any directions to find them here. So for me, I've not also found where I can get white wine in Nigeria too. And I don't know if we have these wine bars. Like I was saying it to Jonathan that in Nigeria, yeah, I don't know where you can just go and you say you want to buy wines and they let you taste wines, with the knowledge of something like this. And then when you taste the wines, you can now choose, oh, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one. Very good for cooking. Yeah, it's very good for cooking, but it's also good for enjoying. Guy, the first time I took palm wine, yeah, the kind of, I don't want to say this on chat, but my stomach did not like it at all. It was bad for me. Like since then, I've had this bad memory attached to palm wine. Oyinbo Oshodi Onitsha. Serious? Me, I don't go out, but I know these places. I only know them by name. To find my way there, it will be hard. Onitsha. So it's not available in your side, Jonathan. White wine or wine at all. Wow. Maybe if I Google it, I might see something about the people that sell wines. Palm wine. My experience with palm wine was not fun at all. Also, they talk about how palm wine is sweet, but palm wine, the one I had was, to me, my mouth was just fermented. I didn't enjoy it as sweet or sour. It was just in the middle. So I get Alibaba. No, I don't have Alibaba. Oh. Can you order wine online from abroad? Won't it be like very costly, like to order like a bottle of an edible item from abroad? Won't it be very costly? If I ever, I'm not a wine freak. Yeah, it's me. Oh, it's me that is the wine person here. I'm out of this discussion. I'm the wine person here. You did or die me from abroad to Nigeria. Serious? I'm not. This is the first I'm hearing of it. Too. This is the first I'm hearing of it. What about the cost? Is it like on the average normal like costliness of ordering something from abroad, or is it especially high because it is a bottled item and it's edible? Wow. Also, have you ordered wine from Alibaba before? Oh, you say you do it all the time. I don't have Alibaba. I don't have Alibaba. Maybe I should try to get it. Maybe I'll see if I can get one. Let me see the other white wines that my idea. Florida. I have no idea. We use Amazon. Daniel, what are you talking about? I don't understand. I just assumed you are based in Nigeria. Sorry about that. I did not know you are based abroad. Okay, no. From abroad to Nigeria, I don't think there are options of edible edible items like wines, to be sent from somewhere abroad to Nigeria. I don't know. I've never tried, I've never thought of it. Because I imagine the cost would be extra high. So that it does not break in transit. When it comes to drinks, some men don't count the cost. Jonathan, he's not in Nigeria. Oh. He's not in Nigeria, so I don't think his own idea of cost is the same as our idea of cost. Though. I was just assuming Daniel's based in Nigeria, Sha. But that's alright. I'm based in Nigeria and I've never ever thought of it. Although some people in Nigeria too might be ordering drinks from abroad. I have no idea. I'm not friends with those type of people. I've not met somebody that does that actually, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Very white wine can be eaten with fruit-based desserts and strong blue cheeses. I think blue cheeses used to smell a lot. I think blue cheese is the one that smells so bad. That's one I actually have on my list that I want to eat one day. I'm lactose intolerant though. Very sweet wine is Chenin Blanc. You eat it with fruit. How is it that they are pairing sweet wines with fruit? Meanwhile, the dry to bitter wines are paired with all this like pork, ham, turkey, Indian cheese, food. Muscatel is paired with Muscatel is also Moscato or Moscatel, Moscato. Moscato is paired with fruit as well. So they pair sweet wines with fruit and they pair bitter wines with like meat, certain types of meat. I mean white wines, yeah. Hmm. Correct stamina. Anyways, I'm very interested in sweet white wine, sha. Maybe one day, if somehow my random escapades outside the house takes me towards Oshodi side, maybe I'll ask around if I can find a place to buy um wines from. Oh, so I never thought this book would ever come in handy, but that's why I buy books that I have the most random interest in, because one day I feel like it might come up in conversation, yeah, and I'll not want to have nothing to say about it. Like, or even if I have something to say about it, I want to have a level of information about what I speak about, yeah, even if it's the most niche interests. Wine is not a niche interest. A lot of people are very popular in their wine tasting, so I don't think being interested in wine is niche at all, or whatever. Yeah, so I'll keep that in mind. Sweet wines are usually paired with fruits, and dry bitter wines are paired with wine and headache. This is like second person now that is not having this interest in wine. Why? Jonathan says wine is too much sugar for him and he does not take sugar at all. You say wine is headache for you. Why? Acquired taste. Maybe, maybe. But for me, it was just the first time I had wine was something of a spontaneous decision. Yes, it was when I got my first alawi. My service here, not first. My first alawi, let's just use it like that. When I was serving in Jos, yeah, and they paid me 33K. Abi, and now usually I buy this big jar of chivita, yeah, orange flavor, yeah, chivita. But that day I was like, you know what? These people have wine. Let me just try it, yeah. And then I bought one bottle of Baron Romero. It was cheap. And then I went home and I had it, and it was just like, okay, this is what people talk about. But like I have this desire, yeah, to find the sweet ones. Like, when people talk about champagne and all of that, I have a feeling that champagne is also sweet. Don't see one. I don't want to ever try Don Simon because my parents used to drink it as when we were children. My parents enjoyed Don Simon. Like, it was very popular now. It wasn't like if you see a child's birthday setup, you know when children take birthday pictures, like your 1 year birthday, your just 1 year, 2 year old birthday. Your parents now set drinks for you and they'll put Don Simon at the side, put wine at the back, they'll put the cake in the middle. You now be here like in front of the cake and all of that. Obviously, I've been intoxicated, but it's only when I'm by myself in private. Okay, I won't say that. That's a lie. It's when I'm with friends, close friends, that one time, one somebody visited me just, and like they were like, oh, let's hang out, and then they got me wine, you know. Right. Down Simon and Agbo, no difference. Serious. Like, bro, guy, I don't know, this smell. Oh, what's about me? Aroma matters to me. If something smells bitter, I'm not going to put my tongue in it. Like, I'm not going to taste it. It's not. I'm not. It's not going to. It's just not going to happen. I'm so happy I never tried it. The smell just put me off as a child. I was like, no, this is too yuck. I can't take it. Thank you, no. And I've drank agbo, yeah. My grandmother was very insistent that all of us take agbo. So we used to take, anytime she visited, we always took agbo. And I was like, how many times a year we drink agbo? I'll not have money and not buy it on Simon. Thank you very much. No. So the question about bitter cola. Funny thing, do you know I eat bitter cola just for vibes? I used to eat bitter cola just for vibes. Like, I feel like it's more of a mental thing. Yeah, when I eat something that is plain bitter, like naturally bitter, I'm like, fine. But you can't package a drink with such colorful design and now tell me that this drink is going to be bitter. Why? No, like my mental, like the way I think will not accept such contradictions. Yeah, so I'll be like, this is supposed to be like juice, it's inside juice pack. Why would I be drinking something that's inside juice pack and it's now bitter? But if I see something like cola and I'm like, this is bitter, it makes sense to me. See, I go and I drink it's bitter, like this makes sense to me. But I can't take something that looks like fun in a box and then I'll not taste it and to be bitter. My brain will be so angry. The feeling of intoxication is kind of, it's just like how I feel. I don't think there's any real feeling afterwards because it wears out, once I take a nap and I wake up, it's over, so it only just disturbs my tummy, I don't feel any sort of headache, it just makes my head very spinny. Hello Jeremy, welcome to the chat. Hi, I'm fine, thank you for joining us today. My name is King. This is Nigeria, from Nigeria. I don't love Don Simon. Daniel, count me out of that conversation. My weekend is okay. My weekend is alright, Jeremy. How's your weekend going? I'm having fun on stream, thankfully. Coconut. Now, when you talk about coconut water, thank you, Jeremy. I don't know if I know obviously we Nigerians, we don't hear ourselves here, so we don't know how accented our English is. But a lot of foreigners, when they hear us speak, they say things like we have accent and all of that. Coconut water, are you talking about coconut water? Are you talking about sweetened coconut water? Or just like this coconut water that they package in like boxes, like paper boxes, like juice? Yeah, the way they will just put, the way they make Chivita like in packs. Yeah, is that how your own coconut water is, or is it like the one that is? I don't think coconut water would be sweetened. Yeah, I've had coconut milk. Yeah, and it was not sweetened. I had it with gari, and it was just like strange because there was no sugar in it, and I didn't put sugar in my gari. Both you break and you buy them. Oh. Coconut water from coconut, awesome, perfect, beautiful, yeah. But it does not last long enough for me to like say, oh my god, this is so wonderful. At the studies of a high standard in Nigeria. How am I strong, Daniel? Please stop making me out with something that I said of a high standard. I think so. I think in Nigeria we focus more on individual efforts. The system does not favor us at all. The system does not favor us at all. So we do our best individually to have a very high result, basically. So it's more individualistic in our country. Okay, what subject, Jeremy? I want to hear about you. I'm curious. Coconut water and gari. It was not coconut water, it was coconut milk. And coconut milk is made out of, I think, just blending plain coconut, yeah. And then the water is squeezed out from, you separate it from the shaft, then the water is the milk of the coconut. and gari without sugar. It was cool. It was not too sweet. It was almost sour in a sense, maybe because of the gari, but it was cool. I enjoyed it. Um, Bitter stuff. Jonathan is saying, "Do I know bitter stuff is healthier to my body than sweetened items?" I don't buy that. I think that is just propaganda. I was curious now. I'm lactose intolerant and I've had almond milk. Almond milk is good for me. It does not affect me. I like the way it feels. So I felt maybe it was even a little bit sweet. But I thought maybe, okay, coconut milk would be like maybe feel that way. But it was not the same way. It was different. Even when I did it, my brother was looking at me like, "What the hell are you doing, man?" And I was like, "Relax, let's just try something new." Jeremy, what subject do you want to ask me about? Serious, I was like, no, obviously everybody in my family knows that I am a very, I eat things that in a very I eat weird combinations of food, yeah, that makes sense to only me sometimes, yeah. So, hello Genesis, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining me. How are you, Genesis? How is your day going? Jeremy, what subject are you curious about? I feel like bitter stuff being held as to the body is a bit of propaganda. I know maybe me, I'm just coming from the aspect of having a sweet tooth, okay? I'm very, very pro sweets, pro chocolates. Like if I have any like small money like this, I'll just go to the store and look for a new kind of sweet or a new kind of chocolate that is raining or that nobody knows and buy it. I'm fine, Genesis. Genesis, where are you from? My name is King. This is Nigeria, from Nigeria. Sweet tooth, that's me. I have a very, 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 how to say, wonderful sweet tooth. Things like caramel, chocolate, but I also do well with eating dry stuff, bitter stuff, sour stuff. I really like things that are sour. There's this bread that they make without wheat. It's kind of like, it's not brown bread. It's bread. The way they make it is hard. Why? Oh my god. Ew, Jesus. I just see, Daniel, I think maybe you are just a coconut lover. Because the things you've been saying so far is just coconut agenda. And I'm not a coconut person, yeah? How can you like bounce? Bounce is like bottom of the list, yeah? Like there's a lot of chocolates you can enjoy. Not bouncy. Bouncy. No wonder. You are spreading the coconut agenda here. It's fine, I'll allow it. But personally, I wouldn't. If you gave me like bounty, like a gift because I like chocolate, I would cry because why? Like that's coconuts. Eh? Please, I beg you. Don't ever bring that guy's name to my space of the internet. I beg you. No, but bounty is just very. I'm very anti-bounty. Genesis, where are you from? Genesis, where are you from? And Jeremy has not said the subject he wants my opinion on. Jeremy, are you still in the chat? Tell me the subject you want my opinion on. Is it mathematics? I think that's the major thing I do on my channel, maths. I do maths on Monday, so I've not even started studying what I want to do for. I think what I want to do on Monday is factoring, like mathematics, just factoring. So look forward to that on Monday. It's just revision, yeah, just doing maths on stream. Yes, I love mathematics. Mathematics was my best friend growing up, yeah, because every other thing was kind of strange to me. Only mathematics made sense. So, and I've been out of school for like I've left school for a very long time. So I don't want my brain to kind of like rot with all this internet stuff. So I decided to start like revising mathematics all over again. Yeah, just teaching myself again. So that's what I used to do on my stream sometimes. I'll just solve maths and I've dedicated Monday to that day. So you see me with my board, my marker board, and my pen. So I'll solve maths on Monday. God. See why I thought maybe you're based in Nigeria, because why are you like God. Okay, that makes sense. Like mathematics and money is basically like they are both intertwined here. So like that makes sense. That makes sense. And again, if you like maths in that context, that means you know a lot of maths too. Hello, Hof Hafza. Jonathan. Okay, so there are people that are bringing out propaganda to me in this country. You are using it, Daniel. You just don't know. It's not just very explicit like for you. You are using that thing. I can bet you. People that are making my Jonathan, like you people are bringing different propaganda to my stream. There is coconut propaganda and there's bitter drinks or bitter items propaganda. Thank you, Afza. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you for joining my stream. I hope you subscribe. Thank you. You are using it. You don't just know, Daniel. It's just you know that the way you learn how to solve maths, yeah, it's not about using the literal numbers and formulas, even though it applies, yeah. It's about the way your brain solves things logically and rationally, yeah. That logical and rationale you apply to solving mathematics is exactly what you need to navigate the world you live in. Exactly. Critical thinking. Yes, that is just so you know what you're talking about. I know you're just joking, but like guy, I don't know, maybe I'll one day, like you said, I took bitter drinks for more than 6 months. My skin glowed and I didn't have fever for about 2 years. A lot of people say that stuff, Sha. Ah, good afternoon, Ketty boy. Why would you hate maths? See, I feel like a lot of people's hatred for mathematics comes from trauma. Like, I feel it's just trauma because you probably had a teacher that, created it, presented it to you like a roadblock. Or your teacher was very nonchalant, or your teacher was very mean about it. So, like, a lot of yeah. Hi, thank you for Brian. Yeah, is it hard? To me, I feel like being hard means like the idea that maybe you just hate the process. Maybe the process is kind of tough for you. Do you understand? So maybe you just you don't want to go through those processes anymore. But like, if you are presented with a way to like not struggle with the subject, you get. I don't think you would hate it like that. Times table. Oh no, my God. I wonder what you went through learning mathematics. Like, are you still in school, Afza? Are you still in school? Are you still in school or you're out of school? Times table trauma is very real, actually. Like, a lot of children, like that fear of getting something, like the fear of not wanting to be wrong in your time table, fear of embarrassment from your classmates, and then your teacher like singling you out and like flogging you in front of everybody because of we have to memorize timetable when we were small, like 2 times 1 to all of those things. Yes. So yeah, timetable trauma is a thing. It's a real thing. I agree with that. Yeah. But me, I did not have that problem with times table maths. I did not have that problem. I don't have that trauma with times table. Yes, I can say it that I love maths. Yeah, I can say it. But whenever you say something like, "Oh, I love maths," people will assume maybe you know everything. So I just want to clarify that or qualify that I love maths, even though there are a lot of things I don't know about maths. See, why is it that the second person is doing this thing? Why is that when there is conversation about maths, somebody brings up Elon Musk? Now, I want everybody to know now that Elon Musk is banned in my channel. Like, I hate him. I hate everything he stands for. Every day I'm praying for him to die. Like, I hate him so much. He's just disgusting bottom barrel human being. Like, Please. And Elon Musk is an olodo. He doesn't know anything about maths. Okay, he just pretends that he's some kind of mathematics physics genius, but he's not. Like, Elon Musk is banned here. Like, I can literally, oof, pissing me off just seeing his name, just pissing me off. Then to call me his sister, God forbid, God for, like, I reject it 1 million times. I live in Nigeria, Hamza. First of all, Daniel, this is not condition. This is actually a sign of my independent, critical thought process. Okay, my independent, critical thought. Like, considering somebody that is very beloved and popular, and then I'm like, okay, I don't like these people. Don't you think that I would have where I'm coming from? Like, if I want to start to preach about my hatred for Elon Musk, man, I think I can go at least 30 minutes just preaching about the harm that he has done to communities all over the world with his stupid buffoonery, like the way, and then his access to so much resources and wealth is also what is compounding it. I'm so happy to see you, Hamza. I'm so happy to see you. Do you know why? Because I have a story by an Afghanistan author that I'm currently reading, Khalid Hosseini. I don't know if you know him. I don't know if you like his work, but I love this guy, Khalid Hosseini. He's an immigrant. He lives in America, but he's from Afghanistan. Yeah, so I'm so happy to meet you. And the story is also set in Afghanistan. Yeah. So welcome to the chat. Welcome, 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 welcome. So happy to see you here. I don't think I've ever had someone from Afghanistan here. Yeah. You know it. I'm so happy you like him as well. I love him. I never had someone from Afghanistan, and I heard you guys speak Farsi. Hazan, oh my god. In fact, I even forgot to say, like, same here. Okay, you like the author, yeah? Oh my god. I'm shaking your hand right now. I'm so happy to meet you. Have you read A Thousand Splendid Suns? Has Afza? Daniel, oh my god, you don't want to hear what happened. Like, it's so sad. Like, I'm scared to even talk about it, because, and I'm not finished the book. I just read like maybe 3 chapters yesterday. Yeah, you've read A Thousand Splendid Suns. I'm so happy to meet you. I'm so happy you're here. Okay, so Daniel. The thing about this story is that I've gotten to a very big tragedy. Yeah. So let me tell you where I stopped. So what I was saying yesterday was that this guy, should I told you that war broke out, after that event happened, they sent they sent, can I come to Afghanistan? You host me there. So they sent, like, war broke out in the country. Yeah? So Amir and his dad, because his dad has all the resources now. He used all his money to, like, move them from the country to America. Serious? That's so nice. When I'm financially stable, I think I'll travel to my people's country, like my subscribers' country. For now, I don't know if I can travel because I don't have the support and all of that. But whatever, sha. So I was saying about the story, yeah. Where I'm at is the story, like, so I moved away from hello nature, hi, moved away because with his dad, to avoid the war. So they're in America now. They're living. Amir grows up. He says he wants to be. His father says he should be a doctor or a lawyer. He says no, he wants to be a writer. So he starts to take creative writing as a major in school. Snapchat. I don't have Snapchat, but you can DM me on Instagram. Is that okay? DM me on Instagram. I don't have Snapchat. I don't like it. I don't know how to operate it. It's just so confusing to me. I downloaded it for 1 month and I deleted it. It didn't make sense to me. But I'm on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram, DM me, and all of that. It's back. So I don't like Snapchat though. Sorry. So the thing that happened to Amir is that Amir started going to school, yeah, and then he's boring to me. Why? Why would you like? I don't know why people like Snapchat. It's very popular. I don't know why. Ever since the day Snapchat came into existence, I've been against it. Doesn't make any sense to me. So sorry to people that enjoy Snapchat. So well, let me just get where I am in the story. Yeah. let me get where I am in the story. The story goes the way, like, so Amir and his father are living in America now, yeah. And Amir's father is doing work as a salesman, selling things in the market, while Amir goes to school and also works in the market. So Amir falls in love with the girl and he decides to marry her, and the families are going to get married. By this time, Amir's father is sick, with a certain type of cancer, and he doesn't want to be treated because like the process is too painful for him. But he makes sure to persist and hold on, yeah, until what happens, he passes away after his sons get married. So now his son Amir is married to this woman called Soraya. And the thing about Soraya is that Soraya has a history. She told him before the marriage that she's not the type of girl that is, a perfect virgin and all of that. She had a boyfriend she was living with, and it's against their culture to do such a thing. And so she was like, "Are you still going to marry me?" And it was like, he was a bit hot, but then again, he was like, "See what I did to Hassan. I don't think I have a right to judge anybody's past, yeah." So he's like, "No, I'll marry you like that. I love you no matter what." So he married her. So now they're trying for a child and nothing is working. There's nothing wrong with Soraya, there's nothing wrong with him. They are both perfect in healthy conditions, but they cannot have a child. So everybody's depressed, the families are depressed, and especially him. In his heart, he's judging himself that, oh, it's probably because of what I did to her and I deserve this punishment. Soraya does not know about Hassan or what happened between him and Hassan. Yes, well, anyways, 10 years passed like that. They don't have a child. They don't have a child. So, anyways, then the friend of Amir's father, his name is Rahim. Rahim now sends a message to Amir that, oh, come and visit me in Pakistan. Oh, I need to see you basically before I die because Rahim is sick. And Rahim was his first like friend, real father figure, because Rahim did not care that Amir was not the typical boy. Rahim was one that encouraged him to write, gave him his first journal and all of that. So when he went to visit Rahim in Pakistan, he left his family in America, went to Pakistan to visit this uncle of his. Rahim started to tell him that he now asked Rahim about Hassan, and Rahim was like, okay, let me now tell you about Hassan. So the thing about the situation is that when they left Afghanistan, run away from the war, Amir's father left the house, his big house, all his property, in the care of Rahim, but Rahim should stay in the house and basically protect it so that when the war is over, everybody will come back to their place here. But his father died, and he has taken care of the house, up to that point. So when he heard that his friend died, he was very depressed. And then at that point, since he was an old man now, he had arthritis, he could not walk, he was tired, and the property is very big. So what he now decided to do, he decided that he was going to look for Hassan, because he knows the village that Hassan traveled to. So when they went to the village, he was not asking about Hassan, but Hassan is a very popular figure in the place because he's very friendly, he's kind, he's helpful. So when they get there, he finds Hassan, and Hassan is already married and his own wife is pregnant. Okay, so Rahim is like, please, can you come and stay with me in the big house? I'm an old man, I don't want to be there alone. But the man, Rahim is saying, like, Hassan is saying, thank God. So Hassan is like, I'm not really sure, I don't want to disappoint, like, that house is for Amir. I can't just come and take the house of my master and all of that. And Rahim was like, don't say that, do you know that Amir's father is dead? And when he heard that, oh, his heart was broken, he was crying, and he felt bad. So because of that, that emotional pull now, he now said, okay, fine, I'll help Baba to take care of his house. So when he came, he moved with his wife, his pregnant wife, and himself. By that time, his own father has passed away. So two of them moved to the big house, yeah. So when they moved there, the man was like, okay, come to the house now, take a room. Say, no, I've never lived inside this house before, so I cannot live in the absence of Amir. This is Amir's house. This is Baba's house. How dare I, stay in this position of, no. I'll stay in the outhouse. I'll stay in the hut my dad used to stay before. So that's how he moved his wife into that hut. But Hassan took over, he built the walls back that was bombed. He painted the whole, like, places that had gone gray and peeling. He repaired the gardens. He planted the trees back. Everything was now like sparkling in great condition, Unfortunately for Hassan, though, his wife gave birth to a stillborn, and it was very painful, and he had to bury the child, somewhere on the property, and it was sad. So Amir was now asking Rahim that, okay, so is Hassan still there? He said, Hassan sent you a letter. So Hassan wrote a letter to Amir and asked Rahim to send it to him. You get? And Rahim, by that time, he was coughing up blood. Do you get? And then before that happened, though, Hassan now had another child. You get? His wife got pregnant again, and his wife gave birth to a boy named Sorab. And that Sorab is a character that was one of the main characters in a movie that him and Amir enjoyed watching that time that they were children. So it was like cool and all of that. And so Sorab grew up to be such a guy. So Sorab grew to be this like joy in their life. You know, everybody loved Sorab. Like it was the light of their life. And Sorab is educated. Hassan was like, I want my son to be educated. So he sent Sorab to school. He taught him everything he knew. And even Hassan too by then had understood, got an education. You know, yes, I was saying that Hassan is not educated. So in Afghanistan they don't speak English, they speak Farsi, you know, and you have to go to school to learn how to read and write in Farsi. You get? So Hassan learned how to read and write in Farsi, and eventually he learned it, and it's like his son has to go to school. He's not going to let his son be uneducated, so he sent his son to school. So Sorab is educated or getting an education. Anyways, Rahim's health is deteriorating, so they're like, there's no hospital that can treat you here. Why not go to, you know, Pakistan and get proper treatment? By then the Soviets had left the country, so everybody was happy that, oh, Afghanistan is back to us, you know, we own Afghanistan. Everybody's happy that the war was over. But instead there was not this problem that there was not factions in the country. You know, some people were like, no, these are people should exist. These people deserve Afghanistan. These people are lower than real Afghanistanis or something. Like, you know, there was now division, tribalism, and those tribal leaders, they were now like dividing the country. So everybody now was suspicious of everybody, because if I'm from this tribe and you are from the other tribe, who knows if you're going to call your own religious leader on me, you know, and kill me and my family. So everybody hid things from everybody. There was just a lot of secrecy and unrest in the country, so it was not really safe. And I already said that Hassan is from what, a lower caste of people in the country already. Hazara, they call them Hazara. So news came to Hassan that after he left that village, Taliban's attacked his village and they killed all the Hazarajats. You know, so if he was living in that village, he would have died. Anyways, he's now living in this town with Rahim, but Rahim has to go to the hospital in Pakistan. So he travels, and before he travels, he takes a picture of himself, his wife, and his son, and he puts it in a letter, like a 3-page letter to Amir. He says that if Rahim ever sees Amir, he should send the letter to Amir, you know. And although Hassan now had this energy, the way they were talking about it, that, oh, he's like, you know, he has made peace with Amir, he has forgiven Amir, he even wants to see Amir, that he's preparing the house there for Amir to come back so that they can, you know, continue where they left off. He has forgiven him, he doesn't have any grudge. And in the letter is so heartfelt, you know, he's talking about everything, you know, his life with, you know, after Amir left, you know, after everything, the war broke out, and he's like really, really being kind and lovely in the letters, and Amir is reading it and Amir is crying, you know. So, but that's not even the big blow. The big blow came when Amir finished reading the letter and said, when Amir finished reading the letter and now faced Rahim, now said, uncle, what about Hassan now? Is he still in the house? Like, can I go and see them now? Like, I want to see. And Rahim now said, this letter was 6 months ago. When I checked up on Hassan after I left, just a month after I left, the neighbors told me that the Taliban came to the house and they asked, there was a rumor spread that there's a Hazarajat living in that compound, and Hazarajat has taken over this person's money and property. So when they came to question Hassan was not like, no, that I'm just here helping to keep the house clean, that I'm just a caretaker, I'm not the owner of the house. So the Taliban are not like, no, you have to leave this house for us. We are the real people that will take care of our brother's house. You are not anybody. Go away from this house. He's like, no, I'm not leaving my my master's house, that kind of loyalty now. So they took him out to the street and he said that he's not leaving this house. They said, leave this house for us. He said no. So they took him out to the street in front of everybody. They made him kneel down and they shot him dead in the streets. And when his wife saw that, his wife was crying. She screamed and she ran after them, and they also shot her dead. And Amir's word just got, like, I swear, guy, I just put down the book. I was like, I'm not reading again, guy. I'm not reading. Like, it just, God, I could not even cry. Amir was just like, what? Like, he could not speak, nothing, and like Ryan did not know what to say. So guy, it's just, that's one thing about this man, this Khalid saying. If you read the second book he did, that book I was telling you about, 8,000 Spreading Sons, if you read it, I think it's even worse than this one self. The way his story goes, like, there is no light at the end of any tunnel here. You're just walking in the darkness, you know. And good luck if you fall inside a pit. Good luck, something swallow your good luck. Like, you can never ever be prepared for how the story goes. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean he just died like that? Like, but it also makes sense, because it also makes sense. It's not like stupid. Guy, we are not finished, oh. We are not finished. I'm just in chapter. I'm not finished, oh. I still have, let me show you how long I still have to go. Oh, you've not heard of the bombshell. Let me now tell you the bombshell. Let me tell you the real bombshell. So you know, this Baba, this stupid Amir does not have a child, yeah. So because Hassan's son, yeah, Sorab. So Sorab is left behind, Abi. Now Brahim is now like, I sent word for them for an orphanage to take Sorab in and keep him, but it is not safe for Sorab because he's also the son of what, a Hazarajat, and they're going to kill him if he's not careful. So I want him to migrate from Afghanistan to America. And Amir is looking at him like, what do you mean? No, I cannot take him in. I cannot take him in. And Rhyme is like, what do you mean you cannot take him in? Do this for me. Just do it for me. He said, no. Like, how can I do this? Like Hassan, this. I said, no. Take him in. That Rahim has already prepared past. That's even why he invited Amir. He has already prepared like a couple that would take him from Afghanistan to Pakistan. Then from Pakistan, they will now send him over to where America, just for Amir to take. Amir said, no, you're not adopting him. Rahim now said, let me now tell you something that you don't know. Do you know that Ali, before he married Hassan's mother, was married to another woman for 3 years and they had no children? And the woman left Ali and married another man and had children. So what? Ali is sterile. If Ali is sterile, who is the father of Ali? Because Hassan was born in this their house. Ali married Hassan's mom in this their house. So if Ali is sterile, who impregnated Ali's wife? I swear to God, that is it. I swear, that is guy. Oh, you say when you reacted, that is how Amir was screaming. He was screaming at Rahim. He said, my whole life is a lie. What do you mean? I did that to my brother? He said, don't you see the way your father cared for Hassan? Don't you see the way? And you see that jealousy that Amir was feeling was valid. That jealousy he was feeling for Amir, that jealousy Amir was feeling towards Hassan, that his father was favoring Hassan more. You see that it is valid. Like, yes, his father actually loved Hassan like a son because that is his son. I was just like, what do you fucking mean? What are you telling? Like, are you serious right now? How many pages all these things happen, guy? Guy, that's our main character. I want about this man. From what I know about him, I don't think your main character is going to die. His main character dies easily. Instead, his main character might watch people around him die, but the main character already dies. That's one thing about this author. Guy, his main character does not die. You will watch and suffer with that main character. Like, you will read and suffer with that main character. He was so angry at Rahim. Rahim was like, you have to do this. I say, he was screaming and angry at Rahim, and he has never raised his voice at this uncle that he loves. But this time he was like, my whole life was a lie. What do you mean my whole life was a lie? No, they were born the same time. They're the same age. Not older. They're the same age. They were born the same month, I think. So that is why the mother, after Amir's mother died, and Hassan's mother breastfed, nursed Amir. So it felt as if they were real brothers there. That was the feeling that, Amir was working with, that, oh, we nursed from the same mother. So there's a brotherhood to us. That's how he was looking at Hassan. But when it's convenient for him, he will just, remove himself from Hassan, be jealous of Hassan. He will say Hassan is in his heart, he will not say it to Hassan openly. And then that evil that he did to Hassan, the way he betrayed Hassan, he watched that happen to his own brother. So he's like, he wants to walk away from Rahim, that Rahim, I can't take this. Rahim is like, just give me, this is my dying wish, please, just take in this boy Sorab. Just take in this boy Sorab. And that's the name of Hassan's son here, Sorab. It's like, Amir, please take in this boy Sorab. Amir's like, no. And where I stopped is where Amir walked out on Rahim, and he said he's not going to adopt the boy, he's not going to take the boy in. And he went back to America. He left his uncle in Pakistan and went back to America. What will the child do to him? You think the child will come and look for him or what? I mean, Hassan has forgiven Amir. If you read the book, you can be angry. Hassan has forgiven him completely. Hassan has forgiven. Hassan does not have beef. You see the letter. Oh my God. I don't know if I should, maybe on my Instagram, I'm going to post the pictures of the like pages where the letter was written, so you read it. Very God, I was tired. I was just like, I can't read this thing. I even thought I could, like, I've seen the major, nothing major, like there's still bombshells coming, I'm very sure, and I don't know how it's going to come. Yes, now. Yeah, that is there picking. Yes, he doesn't know the story, so I don't know who will tell him the story. Sorab is actually 12 now, 12 years old now. Sorab is 12 years old. At least his father saw him grow to be, up to that age. I thought he would. Oh my God. I just give up. I say I not do. Like, this book, I don't think I'll open it for a very long time. The sadness is too much. Too much. Confess to who? Rahim knows now. Rahim even told him when he was arguing with him that Rahim told him when he was arguing with him that do you think I don't know what you did to Hassan? Do you think I don't know what you did to Hassan? That's what Rahim told him. He said, Amir, I know what you did though. I know what you did. Because he asked him, why did you leave the house? Because the first thing that Rahim made sure to ask when he saw Hassan was like, I want to know why you left the house. The man did not do anything to you people now. So it was what happened, and Amir told him what happened. So sorry, Hassan told him what happened. Hassan told him now, the first thing he did when he saw Hassan was like to beg him to come back. Hassan said, no, I'll not come back. So he now said, like, okay, before I go, can you just tell me what happened? What was the issue? He now told him what happened. Then he was not like, before I go, let me tell you that Baba is dead, so the house is empty. Only Amir is left in America, and I don't know how to take care of the house. I'm old. And then Hassan agreed to move to the big house, to take care of the house on behalf of the memory of Baba. And I don't know if Ali, that's Hassan's father, ever told him that Baba was his father. I don't think he did, because Ali loved him like his son, so I don't think he did. So unnecessary. Why would you do that? So unnecessary. Adopted the boy as an infant. Don't tell him any unnecessary secrets. I feel like this is a story of redemption. So I think Amir is eventually going to be redeemed in our eyes. I don't know how at this point, because he has walked away from Rahim and he said he's not going to help Sorab. He doesn't want to be involved because they lied to him. And I'm like, what am I? How this story is redemption story. So now where we did, so I'm looking forward to how but myself, like, at this point I'm tired. What do you mean Hassan is dead? I was even expecting that to get to the point where maybe Hassan will migrate to the US, or Amir will visit his hometown and he will see his house, and then they will now see Hassan. And I don't know, because now that Hassan, even for the letter, how would Amir feel? Oh, funny thing again about Amir is that Amir is now a successful author. He has written like 4 books. He's a published author, so he's doing well for himself actually. So it will make sense if he actually gives everything to the kids too. Yeah, that would make sense. If he like give, but then again, I still refusing to adopt the boy. So I think that boy is going to suffer small. I feel like that Surab is going to suffer small. I don't just know. Or maybe Amir will suffer. I don't know. I don't know. The suffering he's going through now is that him and his wife, they cannot have kids. So I think that is the biggest sorrow in their lives. That they can't have kids. Meanwhile, Hassan has a son. I just put down the book. I say make I chop. I don't tire. After that, I was just like watching funny things because the sadness in this guy, this Khalid, you can't trust him. Just be prepared for minefields anywhere you read in his book. Just so exhausting. Don't ask ChatGPT, I beg, please. Don't ask ChatGPT, I beg. No, not on my watch. ChatGPT is also a very forbidden topic on this channel too. So no, I will not tolerate that. Don't ask. Don't worry, I'll finish the book. I'll finish the book. I just need a little bit of encouragement. I'll finish it. 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 Don't. ChatGPT is bad on my channel. See, don't even mention the use of it in this channel. Like bad topics. ChatGPT. No. I beg, people don't have water and electricity anymore. Go ChatGPT. No. Okay. I'll read it. Good. Thank you for waiting for me. Myself. Now I know that somebody's waiting for me to read it. I'll read it. I need to on my Instagram today, Sha. I'll post pictures of the letter that Hassan wrote to I'll post pictures of the letter Hassan wrote to me so that you can read it for yourself. Don't even Google it though. I'll post it on my Instagram. The pictures of the letter, the pages of the letter that this guy wrote to him. I was just reading it. I was just so tired. You know, there are some people in this life that the way they are built, and they are so soft-hearted, yeah, and it's hard for them to hate. Okay. Me say I just open this Instagram for my YouTube so that people can subscribe from there or subscribe from here and all of that. So anyways, yeah. So anyways, I've overstayed my time for the chat today because of you, Jonathan. Jonathan, did you enjoy the story? Jonathan does not know about the story. So anyways, I'm happy Jonathan you enjoyed it as well. Yeah, so I overstayed my welcome. Like not a welcome, but I overstayed the time I was supposed to, because I narrate the story. So anyways, thank you for because I enjoyed myself as well. So thank you for being here. I have a kofi if you want to support my channel. Thank you for enjoying Jonathan. I'm so happy you did. So if you want to support my channel in any way, I have a kofi. You can tip me, whatever. That's not by force. I'm just putting it out there in case anyone is interested in tipping me, whatever. Anyways. So I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. I'll read a little bit of the book. Anyway, I stop tomorrow again. I'll narrate it for the chat. But on Monday is mass are doing. Guy, I did not expect to hate Amir. Oh my god. If today is so angry at him that, how can you lie to me? Guy, shut up. You even have privilege. You're living in America. Somebody just lost his life. Go and be angry at your father. You live with your father to the end. So don't even tell me story about being betrayed. Yeah. See you tomorrow, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye. It's interesting. Yeah. So, I. Dun, 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 dun.